What is up? Big day today. I apologize for yesterday. I had to cancel on this. I hate canceling things. I was a different person about 15, 20 years ago, and I was always late. I would cancel on anybody. I just had no respect for anybody else's time, which basically boils down to I've gotten older. I've changed some things in my life. And I try not to be as arrogant where my time is not worth as much as I originally thought it was. It's still worth a lot, but I do not like being late and canceling. So I apologize to everybody that's in the syndicate, Earn Profits Flipping, Build a House with Sweat Equity course, the House Flipping Challenge group. You're going to see this live, hopefully, in some of the groups of Ken Dunn's with Ken's permission. Of course, obviously, I never try to deter from that because he has been pretty good to us and he's pretty good to a lot of people that you see him work with. It's not just us. Like I've seen how other people have been treated, and I'll tell you, it's the real deal. So, and that's from experience. So that being said, I hope to bring some value today on how to use your digital devices, meaning your computer, laptop, tablets, and phones, to a higher level that is going to help you succeed in no matter which way you measure success. So is it going to save you time? For me right now, saving time is a big way that's showing success because I want freedom. If it's monetary value or financial gain, I want to show you how to make some money using digital software and digital hacking that can essentially help you make more money. And third, if it's about real estate, which I'm hoping if you're watching this, it is, I'm going to tailor this for the real estate investor. As you know, I'm very heavily involved in that. I'm passionate about it. I love it. I live, eat, sleep it, read it. You see the books behind me. Even when I go to bed at night, it's, I usually watch, some people watch TV or Netflix. I'm like doing online courses, or I'm just studying. What am I studying? I'm studying things about the market. I'm reading articles. It's just like, it never stops. I also have other businesses, and I'll tell you, those other businesses really thrive. And I'll tell you why they thrive is because I get obsessed with these things. And some people say you got to have balance, and that's true, but you're not going to make it to the level you want to make it if you're planning on maintaining balance. I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. Anybody who's told you that is definitely either not made it, or they're just not realizing that in order to get where you need to get, where you want to go or where I want to go, if I want to go to the top, and I just had a great conversation with my in-laws. We all live together with Sarah, myself, Paul, and Colleen. If you want to get, I got some big goals. I'm not going to get those goals unless I am completely obsessed with this. And it's kind of known, and it's a funny thing that I'm like that, but it does work. So that being said, it's 3:00 on a Friday, and let's get into this. If you're on this stream right now, just type hi in the chat, and I know you're there. I'll try to reply back, but I'm really going to try to rip through some digital stuff here. We'll keep this about 20 minutes or 30 minutes long. Nothing worse than a talking head video. It's extremely boring. So I'm going to keep it high energy, and we'll just rip through. If I'm going too fast, you can reach out and message me or post in the comments. Hey, you went too quick. Can you go back over that? If you're enjoying this, just hit me up, and I'll keep doing them. If you have friends that would benefit from this, or if you think some family members would, or there's a way that we can work together, shoot me a message. I'm open to anything. So first, let's get into it here. We're going to get into the next step. So we're going to percent. And I'm going to share my screen. Now, normally I'm all set up for this, but it's live. This is on Candid. I didn't want you to think this is like just some bullshit thing that I've gone through, but this is the real deal. I'm just going to show you. So, here we go. All right. Sorry, there's just a lot of functions. I'm using StreamYard, and it's there's a lot of functionality to it, but it's just there's a bit to it. So first thing that I want to go over is where are we? Okay, so basic software skills. This is one that we definitely need to work on. I'm going to show you some basic software skills. Okay, so let's say I am on realtor.ca, because this is a very, very, very common one. Okay. So when I'm on realtor.ca, I need to share my entire screen. I just need to make sure so that you can see the URL button. Okay, so when I'm on realtor.ca, you should be able to see everything now. Now I want to look up a listing. Let's look up this place, because somebody was looking at it in the group the other day, and I did some like really in-depth research. Something about it was just telling me, and here's a save you money. So when I looked at this listing, it was like, I looked at it on a call with 45 other investors. It's like, geez, it kind of looks like a pretty decent deal. Numbers wise, I have to dig a little deeper, but there was just something in my stomach that was saying, there's just something more to this deal. And sure enough, I said to the person, I had to go because I had to go coach something different at 1 o'clock. And it was like 12:52 or something. I said, you're going to have to, I don't want to give you like the check mark to go and make an offer and try to get under contract. I just want to look deeper, because there's something I'm missing with this, and I just need to dig. So with the powers of Google and the ability to search, I was able to pull the property back up on Realtor. Okay. So once I had that, I was able to get the exact address, and then I was able to map it. So let me just show you what I mean. So first of all, all I did was I typed in the search bar, what's the address, what's the area, Oshawa, whatever the market is I'm looking for. Second, I'm going to click on the link, or click on the little square where they are. Bam, we've got the deal popped up. Okay, so I'm going through it. First thing I take note of, who's the listing agent? Okay, or sorry, who's the selling agent? He's selling this place, and again, something just wasn't jiving with me with it. So I'm going through, I read all the stuff. That's great. Then I go over to Google and I start Googling it. So 832 Monaghan Street, I think it's called. So 832 Monaghan. Now you'll see where I pulled it up right there. Okay, here we go. This is the beauty of Google. So I start going through, I start looking at the maps. When I click on the maps, I'm like, okay, well, I see where it is. You can scroll in and out. Cool. I'm scrolling in and out. I want to see a street view though, because again, when it comes down to it, my stomach wasn't feeling good about it. So when I go and I click on the picture, I think it's the picture in the top left. Maybe not. I want to do a street view, do a street view. Here we are. Street view or street walk. Okay, so here we are on my what's it called? Monaghan, I think probably is how you pronounce it. Oh, there's the place right there. Awesome. Well, while this place is here, I'm able to look at the entire neighborhood. Isn't that neat? And I know, man, I know a lot of people know, assumed everybody did. I'm amazed the amount of people that don't know how to do this on calls. So, and this isn't a knock for people that don't know. It's like, you don't know what you don't know, and that's totally cool. But in order for us to all succeed, then we all need to know. So I'm just taking some time out of my day for free and just saying, like, let's all get together and let's make each other better, right? So, okay, pretty decent neighborhood. Did you see how I'm able to just like basically do a 360 view? Okay, not a bad neighborhood. I take note when I'm in real estate. This house is definitely not the nicest house on the market. What you don't want to have is, let me see, a house here that I'll pick out. I would say, right there. Then they go to sell, they're going to run comparables, and it's going to be, one of the factors is going to be based on what other homes in the area sold for. So if my home's worth $1 million and mine's the top of that threshold, and then I have a house, I want to get max amount of dollars for it. I'm the top. I set the ceiling, say, or the precedent. So anybody underneath me is going to advantage because their property value is going to come up. But if I'm lower and I'm 500,000 and the top is $1 million, and they are able to run comparables where, hey, this house half a block away sold for $1 million and my house is worth $500,000, It just helps my property value slightly, not a ton. It's not like I can go sell a $500,000 house for $1 million, but it is going to help me, you know, create a little bit more value around my price, or be able to justify a higher price so I can maximize my profit. That's a whole other real estate topic. Let's try to stick with this. I know I'm kind of bouncing around here. Okay, so here, let's say we're on a call and I want to copy and paste the link in the chat. How many times have we heard Ken, myself, Adam, and Sarah Roth say that? Okay, so this up here is called the URL bar, where I'm clicking right now. See where it's highlighted in blue? When I click on the URL bar, so watch, I click on it with the left-hand click, just like your normal index finger click, okay? You see how it highlights that in blue? All I need to do, you can use the quick command prompts, but I'm just going to keep it very basic. Right click your mouse. I'm going to scroll down until it says copy. Okay, you'll see that you can do also Control C. That's like a command, a quick command. So I'm going to copy. Then if someone was on a call with me and I said, now paste it in the chat, let's pretend that this URL or this Google search bar right here is the chat. Okay, so I'm going to go, well, I'll just do it the same way. I'm going to go right, paste. And then you see how it's in there. And this is where somebody I know has made an issue. You see where nothing is happening. It's just popping up. I hit enter or return. Boom. I have now copied and pasted my link in the chat. That is how you do it. So one more time. I'm on this page again. I'm scrolling through, looking at pictures, having fun, drinking my coffee, listening to music. I click so that the whole thing is highlighted. If it doesn't highlight, I can click and drag my mouse. You see how my cursor is going across it all? And then go right click, copy, paste, enter. That is how you copy a link in the chat or anywhere you want to be. I'm using the chat as a reference point because we hear that a lot in the calls. In this live, I'm in both the groups. So that's how you copy and paste the link in the chat. Okay. So next, what do we do next? How do we get this going next? Next thing is going to be using free Google software to make cash. Like, who doesn't want to do that, right? Using free Google to make cash. So what do I do? When I say make cash, I don't mean actually counterfeit and make cash. Google's free for the most part. I pay for an upgraded subscription to it. It's not very much. It's so that I can have, rather than 15 gigabytes of storage, I have 100 gigs. And I'm going to show you right from my Gmail account. So one, I'm going to tell you something. If you have something in your Gmail account you don't want people to see, don't look at it or don't have it in the account. I don't really have to worry about it because I don't really have anything in there that's, that I need to hide. It's just stuff that I look up. So when I'm in here, when I go into my Gmail, first of all, I have my Gmail account. I click on the 9 dots up in the corner. Okay, I come down and these are all the G Suite softwares. This right here is all the software you're ever going to need at a basic or intermediate level. You should not need any more software beside that. So if you're using Excel and you're paying for Microsoft and you're paying for what's other softwares that I've gotten rid of with this, some sort of storage, OneDrive storage. I don't really care for OneDrive. I just don't really care for the way it's laid out. You don't need to do that. It's all free. Jamboard is a whiteboard app. It's amazing. Okay, so the biggest thing that I use in Drive in Google is Drive. Drive, for those that are just starting out. And again, if you know this stuff, please don't be like, oh man, this is what this guy's covering. I have way more advanced stuff. But the problem is I don't really advanced, and I don't really advanced today because I'm finding that people I'm working with and Ken's working with and people in the groups, you guys don't have that advanced yet. And that's okay. That's like completely cool. My fault as a coach is I've skipped over those things, assuming that everybody knows them. But I remember when I got into software stuff, and I'm kind of nerdy this way. I like this kind of stuff. I remember how hard a time I had with it, just trying to learn the basics. So don't think I'm judging you when I say you don't know. I'm here to help teach you, right? So we have the Drive. Imagine this with Drive. You have a memory bank that is in your computer. So or your phone. So when you take a picture, it stores to your phone to a memory. Okay. So your hard drive. So your hard drive is full your hard drive is filling up. The thing with that is if I store it to my phone or my computer, so my computer right now is in Port Elgin. 2 weeks from now, I'm going down to the cottage show with Ken's team. We're going to sell hot tubs, and it's going to be awesome. There's some great hot tubs. We have one ordered for ourselves, cedar hot tubs. So if you're looking for a hot tub, that'd be a great time to come by. I know he's got some killer family and show specials going on. So then when I'm down at the hot tub show, I'm going to want to use my computer, and I want to pull stuff off of my computer. I cannot pull things from my computer in Port Elgin if there is ways to do it, but for basic. So what I do is I upload things to Drive, and I use Drive as my big memory that's up in the cloud. I use that as my memory up in the cloud. So it holds it there. Now I'm able to access it from my cell phone. I'm able to access it from my my tablet. I'm able to access from a computer. Anywhere I am, I can bring my laptop with me, but it allows me to have Drive. I'm able to access it anywhere. The other thing with Drive, which is absolutely amazing, and I just did a project. I finished up about a month-long, maybe 5-week-long project yesterday morning. It's almost done now, but my end of it done. It was like I quarter-packed the deal. It's done, and it's fulfilling. I had 2 people in the Philippines working. I had somebody in Port Elgin working, and myself working at a different location in Port Elgin. 4 of us were able to work on the exact same program and the same software with the same project at the same time, all in different locations. And that's the nice thing with Drive. They don't need to be sitting right beside you. And talk about saving money and saving time doing that. It's top shelf. I'll tell you that right now. So with that being said, I'm hoping you guys are seeing my screen here. I know I'm sharing it. I'm hoping you're able to see. I think able to see the stuff. So again, just to reiterate, how to use Google to make cash. You have Drive, so use the Drive function. You have Gmail, which is free. Okay, you have free Gmail popping up, which you can access, which comes with 15 gigabytes of which has 15 gigabytes of storage free. Okay, so unless you're recording stupid movies and leaving them on your Drive, use this for business. Like look at all the sheets I have in here, pictures of communications, contracts with builders. It's like I keep all of my stuff here, and it keeps it organized for me, and I'm able to access it anywhere. Okay, next thing. So that's 2 of them. We've had using free Google to make cash. That's again, you're using it to store all of your stuff and access it anywhere. The next one is let's talk about dual monitors. Somebody asked about dual monitors. David, dual monitors. Why do I use dual monitors? So I don't have my phone set up where you can see this. Usually you can stream them together. I just didn't get that far. It's a Friday afternoon. So why do I have dual monitors? Very simple. One, I have a large monitor in front of me right now. It's like probably 20 inches. It's easier for me to see rather than looking at my 14-inch laptop, which is like this big. However, I can't carry this monitor around me unless you're Ken Dunn. You take your whole office with you, apparently, which is wild. But I know why he does it. And I'm actually going to think about doing the same, because once you get used to this kind of setup and then you go to a cheesy Travail setup, it's different. It's hard. So the reason I have 2 monitors is because I have this big monitor right now in front of me that I'm seeing this camera on and filming and we're doing the live on. This I use for all of my big stuff. So I've got usually 2 or 3 spreadsheets open at one time. I have calculators, I have Realtor open, I have House Sigma open, I have Canva open. And then what happens is this. I got to go click through every single one of them. Click, 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 click. The best use of my time. So I have dual monitors. I have a laptop beside me to my left right here. I don't know if you can see it. I don't want to mess with my camera right now, but I have my laptop to the left of me, and then I have a full screen in front of me. I keep my laptop to the left of me open with images that I need to reference. So if I'm doing comparables, I'll have Realtor open on this screen and I'll have House Sigma on this one. If I have numbers that I'm putting into a spreadsheet, but I'm transferring it from another spreadsheet, I'll have one spreadsheet on my laptop, usually the more basic one on my laptop, and then the one that I'm transferring to on my big screen, and then I can just drag them and drop them. Drag, drop, copy, paste, like I did in the first little segment here. And I just find that it keeps it organized. I've always used 2 monitors, but I never really had to utilize them. And then through Ken's help, I was in his office one day. And I said, man, show me why you're using the monitor. So it's a really good question, David. Why am I using 2 monitors? Ken actually uses 3. He uses his laptop and then 2 other big monitors. For me, I just need 2 right now, even though I have another monitor downstairs. I just don't want to overclutter my desk because I like using a pen and a paper as well. The other nice thing with having two monitors is I'm able to have basically a tab open for all of my work stuff. Okay, so that I'm not switching between tabs and switching between windows. And then I keep another tab open with just my Gmail. And I communicate mostly Gmail and Facebook Messenger. So I'll keep Gmail open and Facebook Messenger open on my other computer. So that way I'm not going, when you're working away and I'm typing blah, blah, and then ding, Facebook goes off. Instead of turning and clicking and opening up Facebook and reading a message, whether it be an actual good message or some dumb message, I don't have to do that and then go back. Okay, now where was I? I'll tell you what happens. That costs money because it's time, but more importantly, mistakes, man. That's how mistakes get made because you're breaking your focus and going here. And you might not think it's a big deal now if you're doing one deal, but if you're running 2-3 businesses, right now I've got 2 or 3 deals on the go. I've got some funding coming in. I'm doing a remortgage, two refinances. I've got some coaching clients on the go. I've got my family life. You need to make the most of your time. And if I'm going back and forth like this, looking at things, it's just, you can get rid of all of that outside clutter and noise by just having 2 monitors and having one off to the side. So much so that what I do is I shut all my Facebook notifications off so that I'm not working away. And like when you're going through numbers and some of the deals, I looked at a deal last week is 1.2, to me, 1.2 is, that's a fair dollar amount. I don't really want to get in over my head on $1.2 million. So what I do is it just allows me not to make as many mistakes. So here we go. All right. So that's why I use dual monitors. It's more time efficient. It allows me to not make as many mistakes. And it's just awesome. It looks awesome. When I come in here, I know it's time to work. Something in my brain shifts like, hey, let's get it. Today's the day. Or am I up here messing around watching YouTube? Not really. The only thing I really watch on YouTube is real estate or trying to learn, and sometimes hip hop videos because I am something. If you didn't know about me, I love rap music. I always have. I'm 42. People make fun of me that I'm too old for it, but I'll tell you something. I've listened to it always. I know all the best, hottest artists. I know the up and coming artists. I know where the music comes from. I know the producers. I don't know. I like that shit. So yeah, don't judge me, but it's awesome. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it at that. I was going to talk about Canva. Most of us know what Canva is. If you like what you've heard today, I know I was very quick and going at it. If you like what you've heard today and you want to see more of this, hit me. Hit me up. Either comment in the chat or send me a message on Facebook or put a comment on my Facebook streams or any of the streams that we're on right now. And I'll know. I get a message. So when you comment, I get a notification. And right now, this is on all kinds of different stuff. Like you'll see it everywhere. So when you comment, I'll be able to get the comment. I'll get a notification. And then if you let me know what you want me to talk about next, I will. I'm not trying to really be a huge brand creator and an influencer of social media marketing. That shit, man, there's guys that are doing that bigger and better than I ever will. What I am trying to do is give you value and make your life easier if you're a real estate investor. That's it. I'm not trying to make my own YouTube channel with 1 million fucking subscribers. I could really care less. What I'm trying to do is if I'm on a call and you can't paste the URL in the chat, here's a video for you to go to check it out. And just know I'm not hating on you if you don't know how, because I didn't know how at one time either. And I wish I had somebody that would have just jumped online when I had an issue and been like, yo, I got you. Let's go. And just so you know, there's things that I like to do. There's more advanced level stuff that I have to go and watch videos for and be like, geez, man, how the video editing? That's a tough one. If you're thinking about getting a video editing, you better set some time and some frustration, and you better get some coffee because it's boring as shit watching the videos. But once you get it, you're like, oh, I did it. It feels good. So again, hit me up if there's some more stuff that I can make for you. You guys are awesome. For those that are just getting started in real estate, don't stop. If you're just getting started in business, don't stop. And I hope you make a bunch of money with us. Let's